Hey everyone, want to show you guys a couple apps that we use for finding shippers and receivers and finding truck parking and stuff like that. Most of you guys know Google or Google Maps. It's a pretty common app that everybody uses, but we're going to show you a couple tricks that we use to that you might not know about. So the first thing you would want to do is sign up for a Google account. You're going to sign up for a Gmail account. What you do is you go to gmail.com. Down here under the login, you would click create account. And then you would basically just fill out all this basic information, pick an email that you want to use. Now, me and Heather, we signed up for an email that we use for business only. This is an email that our owner emails us information that we might need for the truck. Panther emails us over our permits. We get our permits emailed over to us. Whenever we got one that expires, they'll email us over another one. We'll print it out on our printer and update our permit book. So, good idea to sign up for a Google account. And then you can both set that Google email up on both of your phones so we both get those emails. Heather will get her email or the Gmail to her phone, and I'll get it to my phone. So we both get it, so we get important information if we need it. So once you sign up for a Gmail account, go to Google Maps, and then you can sign in. Up here at the top, you can see it says Jason, Heather, Team Hutch 2. You sign in to Google Maps with that email. So then every time you guys do a search, if you can see up at the top here, we got a couple locations that we had searched. Whenever I search for something, it will show up in her history also on her phone. So it's kind of like a shared, but it's shared, but it's on both of our separate phones. So we both see the same information that we're searching for, locations, stuff like that. So first we're going to show you the Google Maps. If you look at the screen here, you'll see I have a bunch of gold little stars all over the place. Those are saved locations that we go to quite frequently that we like to keep in there. If you zoom in, I'm going to zoom into one down here. Now this is that CHT Systems. Now this is one thing we like to use Google Maps for a lot. Here, let's say we're going to be doing a pickup at this location. If you look, their address is at 107 Oaklawn Avenue, but their docks are not on that street. I'm going to zoom in here, go to satellite view. Now if you zoom in real close, Oaklawn Avenue is right here, whereas the docks are over here on this East Levy Street. So, to kind of save yourself from running around up and down Oaklawn looking for the dock, if you use Google Maps before you even head that way, you'll be able to see that the docks are located on another street. And another thing you can do is you can go to the street view and kind of see what you're heading to. If you see right here, here's the front door, and that's why their address is on Oaklawn. But if you scroll around over here, and we're heading down Levy Street, we can flip it around. Then we can see there's their docks for that address. So that's a really cool thing that we like to use on the Google Maps. Another one is, let's say we're down in Waco right now, and say I want to find a Walmart. If you zoom out to kind of like the whole city of Waco, and you go up to the search and type in Walmart, and you do a search for that, it's going to pull up all the Walmarts in that area. So you can see there's one right here. There's another one in North Waco. And one thing we like to do is if we're going to go there and go shopping, we'll like to zoom into their parking lot and see if we can see any trucks parked in their parking lot. Like for instance, this one, they don't have any trucks parked in the parking lot. So what we would do is go ahead and give them a call.
Walmart Supercenter.
So, and then once you pull that up, you can go to the call button and call them and see if they have truck parking available. If they don't mind, you know, if you call them a lot of times, they'll be able to tell you if they allow truck parking or not. Another thing we can do is we'll close that search out, zoom back out to the city of Waco, and you can type in truck stop. There we go. And then it's going to pull up any truck stops in that area. Looks like we got a Flying J, Edge truck stop, Waco travel stop. So that's one way we like to use the Google Maps. Another one is, let's go back to a Walmart search. Say I wanted to share, say I'm going to sleep and Heather's going to be getting us to the Walmart. I can share that information with her. Whoops, Walmart photo. In the top right hand corner, there's 3 little dots. When you click on that, it pulls up a couple options you can do. You can go to share, and then when you click on share, it gives you the options to mail it, or if you're using a phone, you can text message it. Then I can share that location with Heather so she has it saved in her phone. And she could pull it up anytime. Another thing we use Google Maps for, and I do this every load we pick up, is I'll look at the routes on Google Maps to kind of figure out where we're going to be fueling at. For instance, we always fill up at TAs or Petros. So I'll look at the route here. For instance, this is Dallas to Cleveland. And then I'll look at the shortest route. It gives you a couple other different options. You can see if I went up through Illinois, it'd be 1,216 miles. If I stayed going through Tennessee, it'd be 1,182. So that's obviously our shortest route that we would take. And I would compare that with our GPS. But since I know this is our shortest route, I would figure out where I'm going to fuel along this route. Now, I know where most of the TAs are now, since we've been fueling at them for about 3 years. So I know there's one in Memphis, there's one in Nashville, there's one up here in just south of Cincinnati. So then that's where we're going to put into our GPS first, is one of those truck stops, so we know we're going to fuel there first. All right, like I said at the beginning, you see all these gold little stars that I got saved in here. I'm going to show you how you can save those also. For instance, I'm going to look up a Best Buy, since we shop there quite frequently. Now, I pulled up all the Best Buys in Waco. There's one down here. Now, if I want to save this location, you'd click on that, pull the screen up, and then if you look right directly in the middle, it says Save. So that adds it to your saved places. And then like I said in the beginning, those saved places, those will save to Heather's phone also. So since we share that email and we share the same account on the Google Maps, we can both see that from any phone, any laptop, any tablet that we sign into, which is really cool to have since we're driving as a team, you know. So those are just a few of the tricks that I wanted to show you that we use on Google Maps. You definitely don't want to use that as a GPS. You always want to have a trucker GPS, but using Google Maps is a really good tool to have. The street views, the satellite views, having the shared email, you know, those are really good tools to have when you're driving with a team. So I'm going to show you another one we use a lot. It's called Trucker Path. Now, we use this app a lot to find truck parking anytime, especially up in the Northeast. It's really hard to find truck parking sometimes. So if you click on Trucker Path, if you see over here on the right, you can select different options. I can pick it to show Walmarts. I could pick it to show truck washes, scales, fuel locations, hotels. We got all the things we got are truck stops, TAs, loves, pilots, way stations, rest areas, and parking. So if you look in here in Waco, it gives us all of the truck parking. Now, what's really cool about this place is other drivers use this, and if you see, I clicked on this Pilot Travel Center. It shows what the parking available situations like. Shows if, like the green and then the yellows, it shows you the times. 4:24 a.m. probably would have been hard to find a parking spot, but if it's almost 11, there's quite a bit of parking, so that's a really good feature that they have. And also, if you click on the Pilot, it brings up all the details, shows you how far you are away from it. You can add it to your favorites, even gives you diesel prices there. It says if they have overnight parking, truck parking spot, how many spots they have, if they have a scale, showers, basically gives you everything that truck stop has, gives you the address. And then what's really cool is you can write reviews about that place. You can let other truck drivers know what you felt about that place. And another really cool thing is down here in the bottom left, you'll see a little mountain icon. You can do satellite views with that also, and look at the truck stop, see how you pull into that location. Looks like they got entrances off the service road and back here. You can check out what the parking looks like, where you might want to park at. If there's going to be grass area, you might be able to park at for the mutts. Now here's another cool feature. It shows weigh stations on here. And then if you see these W's on the screen here, it lets you know those are weigh stations there. And if you click on those, it tells you whether the weigh station's open or closed or not. Now, it's not 100% accurate, but for the most part, it will let you know if those scales are open, what time they were open at today. You can click on. And you can also change the status. If you drive by it, you can change the status to open or closed. Gives you the address, the latitude, longitude, all that good stuff. So, this is a really cool app to use. I think if more truckers would just start using this and share their information on truck stops, add reviews and update the parking situations, I think this would be a really cool app. Even better, if all truckers used it to share information. But it shows you where rest areas are. It shows you everywhere you can park at, truck stops, and it's not totally perfect. Sometimes it will pull up a gas station that doesn't have truck parking, and what we'll normally do is we'll go in there, we'll look at the satellite view to make sure they do have some sort of truck parking. Yeah, it looks like this truck stop has not very many though. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, probably about 10 spots. So not a huge spot, truck parking. But you can check their parking availability. It doesn't look like it's been updated since yesterday. So yep, Google Maps, Trucker Path, those are probably our best friends of finding truck parking. We all know truck parking is getting really hard to find out there. A lot of rest areas are closed and stuff. That's another cool, you can see if a rest area is open or closed. I know we've been running into a lot of problems with rest areas not being open. We plan to take our 30-minute breaks or do our driver swaps at a rest area, and we get there and we only got 5 minutes left of drive time and the place is closed. So this is a really cool app to use for that. Alright guys, so that's all we have for those two apps. I really wanted to share those with you because those are really two valuable tools to have to finding truck parking, finding your shipper, receiver locations. If you guys have any other apps that you might use for this type of stuff, feel free to share down at the bottom. Thanks for watching and subscribing, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.